Hi. I sounds like a dying cat. Let's hope not. Anyways, hi, welcome. Magician, Cheap Trick, or so yeah, I wasn't sure. Maybe I'll just get started. I don't really know what to say. So I wasn't gonna do another reading, but seems like there's a lot of things that have been happening, so maybe this will point people in the right direction. So I know certain people are watching that are looking for answers. So, anyways, so always use your own logic, intuition. Oh my God, it's like neighborhood cat fight. Luxury, Four of Cups. Just like needing to pay attention, to focus. Let's see. Okay. Just get started. Let's just start. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to do going forward, so it's just hangman, wait, time out, break, hanging out. It's kind of low key. Okay, so people want to know why. I have no idea. Why things I put up and tend to happen. It's weird for me, and I just I can only explain how energy feels like. I don't always know the context or why or when or things like that, so I guess I always just try to keep an open mind and see how things apply to whatever it is you're wondering about. So, okay. Power. Four of Pentacles. This came up in the last reading, so you can always just reference the videos. The Sun in Capricorn. It's like an aerial view, but it kind of looks like ladders to me, or this is holding back sometimes, or letting go, just depending. Four of Earth, Four of Discs. Has to do with your, material reality, and kind of sitting there a little bit like smug. Sometimes I think of like someone who's just like holding on tight to something. Let's see. Mine. Okay, let's see. Five of Swords. I'm always conflicted as to like how to explain this because a lot of cards mean different things for me personally, and I'm never quite sure if they're coming out for, is it in the traditional sense or show it to you. Yeah, so this is the Five of Swords, strife, Saturn in Leo, about discipline and structure and lessons and Saturn, karma, things like that in Leo. So usually it's about some sort of like bittersweet victory or something like that. Not even victory, it's like a halfway point. It's a change. It's a change in how you think about something. It's changing your mind maybe, or changing the way that you look at something. Sometimes there's guys looking, he's taking the swords from someone else and they're crying, and again, it kind of has that like smug feel to it. Together, though, I don't, separately, I don't always associate it with being like smug in a bad way, but together, I don't know, it just seems very like, I don't know, not good. Let's see. Princess of Cups. So, victory, Three of Swords. Just, Three of Swords. Sometimes, with swords also, I think of letters in a name too, or, just like R.I.P. is what I have there. So 3. But it could be also, the reverse, be I miss you or I love you or something like that. Again, Saturn, Libra. Jupiter and Leo. Again, there's that like intersection, crossroads, crossing points. Change what you think you know about something. Change what you're holding on to. Change the facts. Prince of Cups just flew out. So there's got to be some sort of like mutable, flexible water energy. Well, I know there's another hurricane coming. By the way, a thought. I mean, I'm sure there are complications and things like that, but really, if we can send cargo and supplies to the moon, there really shouldn't be an issue with getting stuff to Puerto Rico. That's just my opinion. Just airdrop that shit in or something, like need to get NASA to help. They seem to have things figured out. I don't know, see what the problem is, really. Prince of Cups. So again, some sort of movement of flow of energy going with the flow. It could be Pisces, but really any water sign to Scorpio or Cancer. There's obviously like a big Slurpee cup whenever I see this. 7-Eleven or something. Like one of those straws, that you used to have as a kid. So it could be someone who's just emotionally unsteady, shifty, I want to say, like in their emotions. And when I had said before, changing the facts or something, this flew out. This often means like a yes answer to me, or being able to like talk to the other side. Parting of the Red Sea, sometimes when I see this. Blueprints, plans, working from the ground up, laying a good foundation, things like that. Changing the facts on how you feel about something, or changing what you've, maybe just turning around, seeing things in a different way. I know for me, most of the time, I'm just like, never know how to take things. I don't know if people are like making fun of me or like being nice or what. So maybe it's just trying to have a steady emotional state, just choosing a way to see things. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone. Mars in Capricorn, a lot of Capricorn, Saturn, see like wheels, think of wheels spinning air to create the movement to, can't focus with these animals, to, part the water. Mars, aggression, and Capricorn is earth energy, so it's like being a little bit aggressive maybe in your approach towards something, or in how you're seeing something. Maybe you need to take a step back. Princess of Wands also popped out, so you can kind of see that in the video that I have there. There's even a tiger in that video. So, again, so more mutable energies. Fire energy, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Mars came up, so this might have to do with Aries. I feel like it's just like taking the lead or something. Some sort of, think of like the Olympics too, with this like sports games. Torches, things that you'd find on the like barriers of walls. I don't know how any of that really fits in. Just got a little hot. The Emperor. Again, Aries. So, I don't know, I just feel like this is someone who is pretty, again, steady or grounded, or somewhat aggressive, somewhat could just be a guy in your life. Sometimes these just very well like represent just a person. Maybe a fire sign looks like he's holding like a bomb or something. Again, I think of like the goats here, the Capricorn. It's the Eight of Pentacles. So the details that again, I see wheels when I see this card too. So like getting the wheels going, turning, maybe with your mind, and it's Virgo, Sun in Virgo. Looking over something, also like churning something out, and that would, you know, make sense with a hurricane kind of thing, like wheels turning, air, and beanstalk, something that just like grows rapidly, fast, but usually this would have more to do with some slow, meticulous energy, taking your time, looking things over, learning, also learning on the job. It oftentimes just very, like, literally just means work, like what you do for your job, and going to work, working. Sometimes it means like more apprentice energy, learning, working your way up, you know, a ladder or something. But yeah, it's just working your way through something. Crossing all your T's, dotting all your I's, and it's not like a dandelion or like I don't know. But it's 8. A lot of cards here. You know, I'm just gonna Queen of Discs is on the bottom. So again, like a Capricorn, Taurus, or grounded Earth energy. Maybe something having to do with Capricorn. Capricorn, Aries, some water energy. Virgo here. Maybe any of these signs are important to people. I'm going to pull from this other deck. Not really getting like an answer. This is the Chariot, Cancer, Cancerian energy. Something having to do with your car, or movement somewhere, or sometimes this means victory or something like that. But just notice the 8 up here again, another 8, or infinity sign. More big wheels, maybe that's important. A car with like big wheels. 2 Sphinxes, Jupiter, the moon, and it's number 7, major arcana. So again, it's just like has to do with like also like a warrior kind of energy. It's like sometimes having to do with military or things of that nature, just travel, any sort of chariot, car, a subway, a plane, anything like that. Just movement from one place to the next. I don't know, I just thought of it was a while ago, but I saw like someone like go into my car, just like walk up to it, and I don't know why I had it the door was open, but it's like a pretty safe neighborhood, so maybe I just left it open or something and just like walked right up to it and like opened it and looked very intentional. It was very weird. Like yelled at him like, hey, don't do that. Emperor again is on the bottom. Aries, Mars. See the double-headed eagle. I think it's an eagle. Sun and moon. So again, this could be like just a powerful sort of like boss type person maybe in your life, or someone. Also been hearing a lot about like Mad Men theory about things going on, and so this reversed could mean that. So just God, like going mad, going somewhere, going for what? The world, or coming for Venus and Saturn again. It's 21. So it's something coming full circle, going. I just want to say going for the gold. Well, the King of Wands popped up, so too, and this is Leo crown. But again, like this is someone with like big picture ideas, and someone who thinks as visionary, kind of has a lot of big ideas, needing to ground them maybe, or something, bring them back down to reality. Very passionate too, and very strong, I want to say. But again, always these things go both ways, and same with the videos, a lot of videos are chosen for their artistic or fashion related or lyrics, or just if they relate to the cards. And I don't know, I tend to see the best in things, or try to, and the other things that maybe aren't so, you wouldn't actually want to see happen. I feel like those things are like warnings, because reverse, this could be again sort of like someone who's mad or angry, angry at the world, I also thought of the August playlist, and the Chariot there, and it's about a song by Garbage, and so maybe check that out. I think of like switching places or something, like like in that video, she a robot or something that kills the actual person and takes over, and then you can look at it and see. But yeah, so I think of like switching places, switching identities, something like that. Trading places, maybe, especially with like the Chariot. So the King of Wands, so it has, just be a lot of energy, a lot of power, a lot of be a hothead kind of thing. Again, with that like eagle thing. both of them are like the Emperor and the King of Wands, in usually looking away and or looking to the side, and so maybe it's just I don't know. It's like not turning a blind eye or something like that, but choosing to see the good in things. Prince of Sword Prince, Gemini, Chariot, looking forward, looking towards someone, something, or thoughts coming to you, and this is, again, mutable, another Chariot. So think of like the Prince of Powers of the Air, the way that thoughts travel, the way that, especially when you're like really tuned in or like zoned in on something, how your thoughts can have more power, something behind them. I also think of that time that I was talking about I was reading from a book, and the Prince of the Powers of the Air, and then as soon as I said that, like, you can actually even hear it in the video. It was so creepy. Like, you could hear something like being picked up, like right as I said it, and like thrown against the gate. And it's also something in one of those like videos I put in the supplementary playlist about the 9 types of angels, and how that there's like, I don't go on a tangent, but just powers, more wheels. And this can be like, again, with especially like Gemini, and there's someone who like has a lot of verbal energy too, someone who maybe it just, I mean, again, it just depends on the person, and how they, this could be someone who just like thinks very fast and has a lot of like ideas that come to them quickly, and or it can mean someone who's very aggressive and swords, and it's someone who like rushes in and is just like not thoughtful and that kind of thing. It could also just mean a message or a lot of information coming at you. I always get a ton from these cards. Okay, so again, why? Three of Swords, Uranus and Libra. Again, Three of Swords popped out twice. Coming for you or something. Prince of Swords, delivering some sort of message, a yes answer. Maybe you're wondering, this pops out a lot just as a, like, to say yes with something. There's also some sort of switch mentioned in that video. So again, maybe you could just be like putting yourself in someone else's shoes, or seen from their perspective, like trading places kind of thing. Using all your mental capacity, like capabilities, and Chariot to Cancer. Something with your 7th house, or again, travel too. Chariot came up twice. The world, sometimes the world means travel. It's international kind of thing. Four corners of the world. It's 21. Often I associate this with Venus because of my own, make your own associations, and that helps you remember what all the cards mean. This does have Venus in the middle here, and I have Venus in Scorpio, 21 degrees. So it's about love, and it's about things coming full circle, and maybe busting out of your bubble a little bit, seeing the outside perspective of something. It can also mean feeling watched from the outside sometimes. It could be like in a glass confinement or like some sort of petri dish. This looks more like an ornament. World is, we have another 3 here, and 21 reduces down to 3, so it has to do with like creative thinking, creative thought, and really trying to like connect all angles and see things from, maybe speak from your heart, that kind of thing. To speak passionately, speak from your heart. I don't really feel like doing that right now, to be honest. I'm a little tired, and I don't really know what to say. Let's see, I'll just pull some more cards from this deck, and then yeah, it could be like a hothead that kind of like rushes in. King of Pentacles, Taurus crown. It's another king. Sometimes when there's 2 kings, I feel like it's kind of like authority, a lot of power, authority, a lot of maybe earthly power, authority, thrones, wielding a lot of authority, using it correctly. Another 7 of Wands. This is having the higher ground, or standing your ground, and pushing back sometimes, or just taking the high road. And here we have Mars and Leo, so it does have that like kind of aggressive energy sometimes. Tough love is my like more euphemism for that, but again, it has to do with ideas too, and like standing up for what you believe in. One's having to do with your beliefs and your ideas and your mind to some degree. Kind of, I feel like there's a little overlap between wands and swords, mind and thoughts and ideas, and again, another 7. So another 7 of Swords. 6 of Swords. This has been popping up a lot too, and I don't really understand why. There's either like a John Legend song there, like that's why I have the videos there to kind of like cross-reference and give further depth, because again, if you just like look at this card, there's not much going on. So there's a John Legend song there, and a honeymoon in Lake Como, Italy. Other playlists, there's the other playlist, I went the other way, went the other route, and because in the Thoth deck, the 6 of Swords can mean science, so you can see that in the video, and it also coincides with the alchemical cycle and the imagery in that. You can see Venus and Aquarius. So again, just let's see. I've had like so many thoughts about things recently that I thought if I did do another video, I would say them all, and I can't remember anything right now. Just a little tired, but I hope you all are doing well. And let's see what else. Motive. Looking for motive. The Emperor again, Aries. So again, it's 4 major arcana, and I don't know, for that I just kind of was like, well, I never really know what to put there, actually, because the meaning for me at least changes a lot, and but I think a structure to and shape, and I again pick things more so for their creative meanings or what I've gathered from them, going with the whole like shape shifting and all these things, so that's kind of why I picked that. But Emperor can be representative of anyone that's just in charge, and I mean, it would be like someone like the president or something like that. Blank card, I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. There's been a lot of weird things happening actually recently. I'm just gonna go to a regular deck. Yeah, so it could be the president. Neptune, 6 of Cups. Could also just be, you know, like, I think of, again, boss, like someone who kind of runs things, you know, someone who is more in charge within whatever area they have that sort of authority or whatever it is, you know, like where they have that I always think of help or children here with this. Showing something like show and tell, giving some advice. It's very like nurturing, loving energy, you know, like if you have like a birth, like a life birth path, whatever it's called, the 6th one, this is what I associate that card with. It's just about like wanting to take care of people and like being a very like soothing, I think, of family with this, and or maybe the 6th house too, which is originally by Virgo, so you know that came up. It's about your everyday, and yeah, so I was thinking of Neptune with this for some reason. But it's just, I think, sharing too. It's like sharing how you feel, wanting to take care of something, or it's just like sweet energy, like, you know, giving some encouragement or something like that. Yeah, I just like want to ask a question and see what cards need to come through, and just maybe it'll answer people's questions. You know, there's a ton of questions. What else do people need to know? Magician. It's kind of pointing down. So this is the I am. Maybe you. This is using your mind, your agency. This is alchemy, sometimes like chemistry. This is using all the resources and tools at your disposal, and as above, so below. As you're thinking about it, it's gonna come to fruition. You're just like I have, or something like I have shown. Just thought, look what you made me do. That kind of, that phrase just popped into my head. I don't know. Justice. So I think of, the justice system, Congress, law, laying down the law, having the truth, finding balance, crossing over. Libra too sometimes. So again, with a balance and law and being fair and thinking about everything, using all the different, again, Capricorn. This is the Knight of Swords, so you can kind of like see the different, how they're represented in the videos and all that. I just feel like mad, or very like opposite energies too. Maybe that's why this is coming through. Like on one hand, I feel very like, oh my God, mad about something, but on the other hand, very like loving and like wanting to like show gratitude or something. I don't know, like help, or just the Emperor, like maybe just there's conflict or something like that. Maybe I am justice. I am setting boundaries or something like that. I was gonna say like showing someone who's boss or something like that. Something like that. This is hard for me because I don't know exactly who or what I'm, talking to. So, it's hard for me to like really answer any specifics. This is general. So, so this is getting even too. That could just very well be, that's it, for whatever reasons. So basically, or just an idea, thought. Getting something stuck in your head too, I think of. Bringing people to justice, making things right. This is being a little bit stuck in your head, feeling a bit surrounded by things, not being able to see I also think of like, it's on my mind doing like a binding spell or something like that. I mean, I had to like Google it, but like, yeah, there's definitely someone who I mean, like, people have been, or that's been coming through for years actually, because that's how long they've been bothering me. That they're using like, black magic, and that's, they'll do something and it'll show up somehow. Like I have this huge like circular, oh my god, it's like awful. I don't know if I can like even show you. It's like a big, just like, I don't even know what it is. It's not like a bug bite. It's just, it's black magic. Pretty sure. So I doing binding spell on them, so they stop hurting me and others. They're very much liars out there. So it's bringing people to justice. It's doing what's right, what's fair, and making sure that they know who's boss. Like know what not to do. Know that they can't cross any more lines. Know that they are. It's being able to see, sense things too. I mean, that is one thing that's been on my mind a lot lately, and it's taken me years to figure out that this is what happens because I am the most like open-minded. I'm maybe the last person to judge someone based on their looks or any sort of physical like anything, because I just don't think it matters at all. But there's been times that I've like even caught myself just like, and that's the first thought crossed my head. And this has only happened a few instances, so that's why I know it's not like, I don't know how to explain exactly, but it's basically like I can kind of see the ugliness in people's heart as it souls, as it like manifests in their physical appearance. And it took me a long time to figure out that's what was happening. I mean, sometimes years to understand that, or for their true colors to come through and just show that they're just evil, ugly people. And I was going to say wicked, almost like just people that like take delight in others' suffering and go out of their way to cause it too. And whenever I've come across people like that, even if it's taken years for them to prove that to me, like I've always been right. And so, I mean, it really has taken me like a decade to figure out that that's what's happening. These few instances that I have encountered people that I'm just like, oh, that person is. But it's because I'm seeing the ugliness in their heart. Like they actually look like just horrible, ugly, like horse demons to me. I mean, that's what it looks like. And that's what that person looks like to me. It's how I know when someone is just truly bad. And it's just, again, it kind of sucks because you're just like, I want to be that person that like judges people by, I don't, so it always catches me off guard. And I don't know, it's just very apparent to me when you can see like the ugliness in someone. It's not as like dramatic as like the Devil's Advocate, which you can like see, it's not like that so much. They just look like death to me. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, so that's been on my mind a lot lately. And just trusting your instincts and trusting, maybe first impressions too. I'm always that kind of person to like give people a chance and be friendly and like open, go up and talk to whoever and accept pretty much anyone, as long as they're not like rude and things like that. Like, there's people that just like are so, I don't even know how to explain. Maybe I'll go into another video because I don't want this to get too long. But yeah, I guess maybe just trusting your instincts, trusting the experiences that you've had in the past, maybe to know what it is and how to accurately and fairly judge someone, and to, or judge a circumstance or whatever it is. Not like advocating that you judge people, but use your good instincts, your higher mind, your one more card. Anything else that people need to know? The other side too, being able to hear the other side. Seven of Pentacles, like leaning on something, thinking over something, taking your time, wondering if you're wasting your time, wondering when something's going to come to fruition, wondering when, the harvest time is, wondering, just, thinking a lot. Again, with that sword, basically it also, I think, it's kind of the video that I have there shows that you can kind of see all the different components from different videos and how everything could potentially come from a single idea. And even though I found that video afterwards, it's just weird how you can kind of things just work out that way all the time, for me at least. Ten of Pentacles. But there's a lot of money stuff too, and I hope people don't think that I'm trying to be it doesn't even really matter, but commercial. With putting commercial type things in these playlists. Anyone thinks that that's not art, I'd say, would you say that to Andy Warhol? You know what I mean? Anyone who discriminates against, it is discrimination if you say that those kinds of videos aren't art. To me, they are. They're beautiful, and there's a lot of work that goes into them, and I love fashion, and if something inspires, something motivates you, something brings together art, music, fashion, dance, video, all of it, then it really doesn't matter. Everything's selling something to someone, and I just think that I'll go into it again when I'm not so tired, but anyways, I don't know if this was helpful at all, and I don't know, I just thought I should do a video for some reason. So thanks for joining me, thanks for being here, thanks for watching, and yeah, maybe I'll do another video soon and try to flesh out my thoughts a little bit more prior, and I'm not so tired, but thanks for watching, and I do hope it was helpful. So again, check out playlists if you get a chance, and compare, contrast, and see what stands out to you, and that's the point. Again, it's just to see what stands out to you, learning to use your intuition and letting that lead you towards whatever answers that you, putting things on shuffle, just paying attention to what stands out to you, lyric-wise, visuals, whatever it is, and letting that lead you towards whatever answers you're looking for too. Locations, places, time periods, whatever it is, So hopefully those videos help you too, the playlists help you. So anyways, have a great day. Bye.